entonces, con base a esos documentos, lo que se hizo, llevaban 14 meses, y por eso hizo sobreatención. Ah, bueno, listo. Entonces, sí, como unos actos nuevos de pronto. Ahí mismo lo puso en la resolución que si pasaba alguna situación nueva, pues iniciar un nuevo proceso. Ah, bueno, listo. Perfecto. Entonces ya te envío el número por el WhatsApp. Ok, no, con mucho gusto. Señor Paul, cuénteme.
La voz Paula. Yo escuché la voz. Mire, señor, necesario los documentos solo. Envía los documentos para la audiencia hoy. Sí, por favor.
¿Cuáles documentos, señor Paul?
Hoy, sus decisiones y los papeles para la conciliación. Hoy, envía todo para mí, ¿o no?
¿Para la conciliación?
Sí, hoy, la reunión hoy.
Sí.
Sí, envía a mí sus decisiones y todas las cosas tú hablar. Sí. Envía a mí, por favor, los papeles, los documentos.
Claro, en la audiencia yo le dije que se los enviara.
Hoy, envía a mí mi correo, por favor. Yo no entiendo todo. Y para responder necesario, yo tengo los papeles, por favor. ¿Sí?
Por eso, Paul, en la audiencia que estoy...
Sí. ¿Tengo un acuerdo? ¿Tú envías los documentos? Sí. Bueno, ok, bueno, gracias. Es muy graciosa. Un juego. Ah, qué graciosa. Ay, Cindy as well. Oh, Cindy with the buenas decisiones. Cindy McDonald. Oh, con la sonrisa. Habla con la jefe, por cierto. Okay, that is the cut of the functionarios. You see the gaslighting, the smile. That is called gaslighting. When somebody knows that they're assaulting you and you're asking for remedy and they smile like that, it's an attempt to get an emotional response out of me, to further embroil me, make me angry. That's not going to happen because that is what is exact narcissistic abuse behavior that I studied as a student, living with it for several years. Exactly that. The smile, and it was the judge on the phone. You see, I've seen his face. I know her voice, distinctive voice. So you got the judge now in the things behind, yeah. Even though I've recursed her, she's still there. The conversation that will reflect if there's investigators that want to investigate this, which I believe there is. They'll see. At this timestamp, he just spoke to the judge. They're trying to stitch me up. I've still not seen Matteo. I complained to the ICBF. They passed the complaint to him. He did nothing about it. He did nothing about the ill health of my child. He did nothing about the visits of my child. He's allowing the abuse to go on, and he's smiling in my face, saying, heh heh. He's an idiot. Oh no? Can I get a few votes on the likes? A couple of thumbs up. That's what you're dealing with. And I'm the one who's supposed to be hostile. And I'm the one who's difficult. When clearly that is a clear demonstration. Rather than just saying, yes sir, I'm going in the office now and I'll send you the documents. He tries to throw a load of blah 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 to make me mad. Yeah, and then he's like that anyway, yeah, whatever. There was no discussion with me about my complaint with him that I didn't make with him. I made about him, and I made about the other commissario and the guy, the secretary of government over there. And they just keep bouncing out. Bogota's like, oh yeah, we'll give it to him. Oh yeah, the man that assaulted me broke my phone. Right. I'm still here. And yesterday I'm there in peace protest said, look, these are the links with these and the fraud and the institutional capture, and the police can't do that here. Now, I can't do it there. I can't do it there. They said go to the street and do it. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to hear the truth and the reality that they're all compromised, and if they're not like the fine policeman that I spoke with in the earlier video today, Johan, He's an example of a great cop in a very compromised position because his boss is telling him, do not let that man in the office. If I step foot in the office now, the police will be called. The only reason the police haven't been called is because I've not attempted to go in that building. If I do, they'll call the police. That'll be the 34th time that the police have been involved. Because I asked him straight away, I left the meeting in disgust because he wouldn't let me speak. I sent an email straight away saying I'm denouncing the whole thing for the reasons given and please send the documents. And then he wants to engage me in a conversation in Spanish, like meh, 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 meh. Yeah, when I've just said, can you send me the papers that you just said? What papers? Like like from the reunion, the conciliation, whatever it was, the PARD today. Yeah? So, that's gaslighting. Institutional gaslighting. The more I've only come back to town a few days ago. The longer I stay and the more interactions I get, like that, live interactions where I'm videoing, like the guy from the hospital today. He's like, oh, I'm not a director anymore, but he was when all the malpractice went on, so he's culpable. Culpable. This is what it is. The crooked psychologist, Cindy Magnolia, who's done everything wrong for years, was again mentioned within that process that she's made another decision around Matteo. When there's loads of evidence against all the malpractice. It's really dirty business. Because they've all supported this AI in the schools project, which has brought loads of money into the education system, and that's what it is. And here they are now. They're coming down now. Like they know that this AI, this moment here, this AI in the school project that my son's in the 770 schools that his mother opened up, they know that they sequestered Matteo to cover the AI in the schools project. Cindy Magnolia doesn't want her face, she's hiding, isn't she? But she's already there. The sequestro of Matteo por una razón para cubrir el proyecto en las escuelas con la UN, Emmerich Weissenberger y la AI en la escuela proyecto. Y la mujer, supongo es una psicóloga, ella continuó en las cosas con Matteo. Es total criminal, abusivo. Y 6 meses más con una especialista de psicóloga. Ella no tiene la competencia y él, total. Anyway, I'm done. Scum. Total scum. Absolute scumbags. Pong sucking scum. Child molesting. Child abusing scum. That's what you are. That's what they are. I just, you have patience. You'll see in like all of my videos, right? That's the worst thing I've said as far as using any kind of foul language goes. Scum, right? Despite being in the situation that I'm in, I still maintain my composure and my balance. Why? Because I know that eventually it's just inevitable that my son will come back, that these people here that have stolen him, especially the Secretary of Government Jaime, he's giving all the orders and controlling the police, they'll get busted. The only thing now, the only logical explanation as to why I'm still here and I'm still having to make these stupid videos, is because of these lot. So it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of creative energies to put your heart out there. When I first started, it's like, here we go. Here we go. It's like, oh, Paul, there's lives for everyone. I'm a private guy, solitary guy. I've got a handful of friends. Literally, like, you know, a couple of few old friends, like, a few people, good, like, a bunch. But do you know what I mean? But I reasoned it this way. That from when Dr. Daniel Wilches with the X, decided to open up a criminal case against me up in Samana, and I looked into like the laws here and how the police can basically, like, if there's a criminal case, I read something else contrary, but I understood it that if the police open a criminal case, as it did for psychological abuse against my son, then they can go into electronic communication. So I just took it as I'm being observed, like, you know, I'm under surveillance. I just took it, I'm under surveillance. It's like, right, well, if I'm under surveillance, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce that energy back, and I'm going to start involving, like, loads of different offices, all like, non-public, but, like, you know, ministries and other commissarios, and, you know, like other people, ombudsman, like defensor de pueblos and personerias, and at every single step of the way, I get that attitude that I just got from those two today. The smile. Yeah, I'll just smash your phone out, smash it against the wall, no problem, because all the police will do what my boss says, so you're goosed. I know you're not having your boy today. Ha ha ha. I thought today was, right, he's been told by the ICBF to behave yourself and make sure that Matteo has a bit of time with his dad. That was like looking on the bright side. Looking on the real side, it was that energy. Again. This guy, I just bubbled them. Supposedly, the road is, I got asphalt on it all the way to my pueblo, right? My little village, Marsala, from Victoria. No, it doesn't. It's got out for like a couple of 100 meters. So what the neighbours said is, I don't know if it's that Juan Alberto Vargas Osorio, but he has been instigated. He's the chief of the town, he's the alcalde. So he is the one that's supposed to, alcalde, he's the one supposed to help. And he's fully involved and fully implicated. And there he is, sticking his plaques on the obelisk, recent, like got in 2019, just before COVID, he wants his name there, like, look at me, I'm the man, I'm doing all this for the town. No, like, if it wasn't you, sir, or maybe it's just a rumour of, like, what was his name, Escobar. It was Anel Escobar in Marsala that said that the alcalde here is corrupt, they're thieves, and that they're in the books, in the records, in the alcalde, it says that the road has got asphalt on it all the way to my town, and that they got the money to do the job and they stole the money. These are the things, right, that people gossip about, you know, behind your back, like my life. So I'm just floating it out there. Like, I did put in a complaint today. I put in a complaint, like, saying needs to be a fiscal audit, about needs to be some, you know, needs to be an audit. Because if it's true, that means that, like, a lot of money has been stolen from the public. Happens everywhere, happens in all over the place, that kind of behaviour. That's why there's checks and balances. But as you can see, there's no checks and balances in this town, Victoria, where everything is backwards. It's backwards. There's a little family group here that just, like, they've been just kicking the ball between them for years and years. They're all around now doing the little politics. They're all good. The commissaria, blah blah, psychologists, they've got jobs for life. It's sick, it's corrupt, and it's sick. Right now, because I've been displaced, now I have to try and find a place to at least put my belongings and work out where I'm going to sleep tonight. Because I went into the hotel yesterday and I was told, sir, you have to leave tomorrow because a big group's coming. So I'm stuck again. I thought, right, I'll just stay here for a couple of weeks to get the things. ironed out with my son, and again I'm here just wandering around town. It's very difficult. Probably be sleeping like under just a dry spot, but outside tonight. I'll have to go back to Dorado, but I need to find somewhere to put my belongings first. That's the thing. So I'll do that. See if I can find. I've got 3 big bags I just need to stash. If I can do that, I'm free. I can put the dog on the gas tank on the front of the bike, the other bag on my back, my clothes, and you know, I can sleep anywhere for a night or two, like roughing it. But I left this town because I got assaulted in this park by my ex and threatened for the police and this. I'd not seen my son for months. I was sick at the time as well. I was just like, I just got to leave. I just got to get some space between me and Victoria. And that was in February of 2025. Man, it's just so bizarre.